If you're the type of person who always says yes, constantly apologizes, and bends over backwards to help others, this video might be hard to watch, because I'm about to reveal how your biggest strength is actually your biggest weakness. Recent psychology studies show that certain nice behaviors can reduce how much people respect you by up to 57%. And the worst part? You probably did at least 3 of these behaviors just today, thinking you were being considerate. So, if you've ever wondered why people seem to take advantage of your kindness, or why being nice doesn't seem to get you the respect you deserve, keep watching, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which behaviors to stop and what to do instead. Here's what nobody tells nice people. There's a difference between confident kindness and desperate to please kindness, and most people can sense the difference, even if they can't explain it. When you act nice from a place of insecurity, trying to avoid conflict, seeking approval, or feeling unworthy, it sends subtle signals that others pick up on unconsciously. They might not be able to put their finger on it, but something feels off. Researchers from Harvard's Department of Social Psychology found that people who display these 5 specific nice behaviors are consistently rated lower in confidence, leadership potential, and overall respect. But here's the good news. Once you understand what these behaviors are and why they backfire, you can flip the script. You can be genuinely kind while commanding respect. Let's dive into the 5 behaviors that are secretly sabotaging your social standing. Behavior number 1, the chronic apologizer. This is when you apologize for completely normal requests or for simply existing. Listen to how this sounds. Sorry to bother you, but could you help me move this weekend? Sorry for asking, but do you know where the bathroom is? I'm sorry, but I think there might be an error on my bill. Here's what the research reveals. When you apologize for normal requests, you're literally training people to see your needs as burdensome. Yale's communication department tracked workplace interactions and found that people who used preemptive apologies were 43% less likely to get their needs met quickly. Think about it this way. When someone constantly apologizes to you, don't you start feeling like they really are bothering you? That's the psychology at work. Let me tell you about Sarah. She always texted her friends, "Sorry to bug you, but are we still on for dinner?" After months of this, her friends started taking longer to respond and seemed less enthusiastic about plans. But when she switched to, "Looking forward to dinner tonight?" What time works best? The entire energy changed. The fix is simple. Instead of, "Sorry to bother you, but could you help me move?" Try, "Could you help me move this weekend? I'd really appreciate it." See the difference? You're assuming your request has value instead of suggesting it's an unwelcome intrusion. Behavior number 2, the uninvited fixer. This is when you provide help that nobody asked for. Maybe you jump in to help your partner cook dinner when they're handling it fine. Or you take over when someone struggles with technology for literally 30 seconds. You think you're being helpful? But Princeton's psychology department found something shocking. Unrequested help is perceived as a status move, positioning yourself as the superior, judging someone as incapable. Even when you mean well, it feels condescending. Here's a perfect example. Ron noticed his neighbor struggling to parallel park and immediately got out to direct him. The neighbor smiled and thanked him, but Mike noticed the guy always parked further away after that. Mike had accidentally communicated to his neighbor, "I think you're a bad driver." When you jump in without being asked, the message people unconsciously receive is, "I don't think you can handle this." Their brain interprets your help as criticism in disguise. The respectful alternative? Ask first. Need a sous chef? Want me to take a look at that? Would you like me to share some formatting tips? This offers assistance while preserving their autonomy and dignity. Behavior number 3, the peacekeeper. This is when you accept poor treatment to avoid conflict. You let friends consistently show up 30 minutes late. You stay quiet when someone takes credit for your work. You accept being interrupted repeatedly because you don't want to cause drama. But here's what Columbia University's research reveals. When you consistently accept poor treatment to avoid conflict, you're not demonstrating maturity. You're training people to disrespect your boundaries. It's simple behavioral conditioning. What you tolerate becomes your standard, and it's not their fault. You're teaching them that disrespecting you has no consequences. Lisa's book club friend always dominated conversations and interrupted others. Lisa never said anything because she didn't want to cause drama. Eventually, other members started avoiding meetings when that person came, and Lisa realized her silence had enabled behavior that hurt the whole group. Studies tracking workplace interactions over months show that people who avoid addressing disrespectful behavior experience escalating mistreatment. The disrespect doesn't stay at the same level. It gets worse. The solution? Address issues kindly but firmly in the moment. I'd like to finish my thought. I need you to respect our agreed meeting time. I want to ensure my contribution to this idea is acknowledged. These responses maintain professionalism while establishing clear expectations. Behavior number 4, the always available person. You answer every text immediately, drop everything when anyone needs anything, and pride yourself on being the reliable one. But Stanford's organizational psychology department discovered something that will blow your mind. When you're always available, your time seems less valuable. It's basic psychology. Scarcity creates value. Abundance reduces it. Think about it like economics. If something is always available, it feels less precious than something that's scarce. When you always drop everything for others, they unconsciously start to think your time isn't very important. James prided himself on being the friend everyone could count on. He answered calls during family dinners and responded to work emails on vacations. Over time, he noticed people expected immediate responses and got annoyed when he occasionally couldn't help right away. His constant availability had created unrealistic expectations. The research is clear. People who are constantly available are perceived as 62% less important and 47% less competent than those with appropriate boundaries. The strategic approach? Set structured availability. I check messages twice daily for non-urgent matters. I can help you with this tomorrow afternoon. I'm with family right now, but I'll call you back in a few hours. This creates healthy scarcity while still being responsive. Behavior number 5, and this might be the most damaging, the achievement deflector. When someone compliments you, you immediately minimize it. For example, when someone likes your outfit, you say, "This old thing?" Or when you clearly worked hard on something and you get praised for it, you say, "I just got lucky on that one." Or when you accomplish something impressive, you say, "Anyone could have done it." You constantly deflect and minimize your achievements. This is not humility, not being modest. This is self-deprecation. According to a stunning discovery by NYU's psychology department, self-deprecation is interpreted as insecurity, not humility, by 83% of listeners. But it gets worse. When you consistently deflect compliments, you're essentially telling people their judgment is wrong. If someone says you did great work and you say it was nothing, you're contradicting their assessment. Elena always minimized compliments about her presentations. "Oh, I just threw it together last minute." After a while, her boss started giving important presentations to other team members, assuming Elena wasn't invested in her work. Her modesty had been interpreted as lack of confidence. Over time, this makes people less likely to praise you or see you as capable. You're literally training them to think less of your abilities. The respectful alternative? Simply say, "Thank you," and acknowledge your effort. "Thank you. I worked hard on that project." "Thanks. I've been practicing my cooking skills." "I appreciate you noticing. I put a lot of effort into it." The solution is not to become unkind. It's to understand the difference between genuine kindness and self-diminishment. True kindness comes from a position of strength and self-respect, not from erasing your own needs. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. Instead of, "Sorry to bother you with this request," try, "I'd like your input when you have a moment." Instead of helping without being asked, say, "I noticed you're working on X. Would you like assistance?" Instead of silently accepting poor treatment, try, "I notice I've been interrupted several times. I'd like to finish my thought." When you master this balance, you become what psychologists call socially magnetic. People are drawn to you because you demonstrate both warmth and strength. You become someone others can depend on, precisely because you've shown that your kindness comes from choice, not desperation. You'll notice people seek your opinion more often. Friends respect your time and boundaries. You feel less resentful and more genuinely giving, and your relationships become more balanced and authentic. True kindness isn't about making yourself smaller. It's about creating space for others while maintaining your own dignity. When you stop these 5 self-sabotaging behaviors, you don't become less kind. You become more respected. If this video helped you understand the hidden psychology behind respectful kindness, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights into human behavior. And tell me in the comments, which of these 5 behaviors do you struggle with most? Thank you for watching, and remember, your kindness is a gift to the world. Present it from a position worthy of the value it provides.